Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about what constitutes a product. And the term product gets thrown around quite a lot nowadays, and it's well basically in every job description. So it's going to be product owner, product manager. We've seen in the latest years a big shift from project to product management, especially due to the emergence of software products. So, what is a product? A product is like a living thing that evolves with time and with effort put into it. So, when creating a product, you're most likely going to start with the smallest unit, and this is a POC, in a proof of concept. And this is basically what will show stakeholders or users that a product is achievable. So it's doable and it works in the real world. So once you've passed this phase, you'll move on to making the actual product or the first iteration of a product. And this is what is called the MVP, minimum viable product. This is what's going to be thrown out into the real world. And this is something that users will use. Um, this is the V1, let's say, of a product if we're talking software. Now, what happens to a product in time? So you've released your product, whatever that may be, right? Now, you see users' needs changing over time and you see opportunities for improvement. You have metrics that show you things that could be done better or things that are working on your product. And then you start to add features on top of the product, and features may come on top of it like this, and you can add features on top of features, so it can be advanced features or basic features. It doesn't really matter. You're adding features. Features can also change part of the existing MVP or V1 of the product. But the point is that by adding features on top of a product, it will be continuously evolving, right? And you would have started with something at release, right, with an MVP, and 1 or 2 years down the line, you can have a totally different animal on your hands. Now, the difference between a product and a project is basically this, the evolution in real time. So you have here a product that evolves in real time, and on the other hand, you have a project. And what a project says is that you have T0 and T1 and T final. Oops, T final, right? So this time zero, when you begin the project, you reach a milestone in the project and you reach the end of the project. So this is the start milestone and the end. And what you're supposed to do in a project as a project manager is produce deliverables. And you have one, two, three, whatever number of deliverables. And once you've achieved these deliverables and everything is right, then you're done. The project is done. It can end at T1, it can end at T final, it can end somewhere in between if you're really successful and the project is running smoothly. But in the end, it will always be deliverable one, two, and three, whatever. So you will deliver something and then you're done. You're out of the picture as a project manager. On the other hand, as a product manager, you can always be in the picture and you can keep improving and adding features on top of your product and transform it into something better. Now, what can a product be? So, as I said, um, the term product has been popularized by software development, and well, it is not synonymous, but it identifies a lot with software products. So product means software product, but that's not entirely correct. It can also be a physical product. So um, it's a physical product, like let's say the iPhone that keeps evolving in time, and there is a product manager behind the actual product. There is a product team that um, enhances and transforms the product, right? And it can be a process. So processes can also be products. If you're in charge of a process at a company, you can be a product manager for the process, and you can be in charge with optimizing or continuously optimizing, better said, that process so it's smoother, so it is faster, so it yields better results. And the process can be anything from a manufacturing process to a like a real life process, queuing process. So think of when you're going to the bank to get some to make a withdrawal from the cashier. That there's a queue there, there's a waiting time. People have different issues or scopes they come for in that queue, and you as a product manager there can improve by creating different queues for different um, requests from the clients, and this will optimize time for some of the users, right? Um, and of course, it can be a software that can evolve over time. So it can be an application, it can be a ecosystem of applications, regardless of the platform and the nature of the app. Anything can be a product. Even a business can be a product, and you will be in charge of developing that business further. You can be in charge of making more money for that business, or be in charge of making it more popular with a certain age group or a certain geolocation. Doesn't matter. You can take that business and improve it, scale it, and work on it continuously. Because this is the difference between a product and a project. A project would be setting up the business, or a project could be making it profitable, while a business as a product can be you, the product manager of that business, think CEO or COO or whatever, are actually continuously improving your product to achieve the a set of KPIs or a set of OKRs or whatever. So yeah, basically this is a product. It's an evolving, living thing, because there's no better word. It's a thing. It can be a lot of individual things that changes and mutates over time. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next one.